Hey, what's up, guys? Just gonna do a read on the primary collective of the energies, primary energy of the collective. So we'll see what's going on over there. I heard there's perhaps a celebrity, a well-known celebrity. If I was to guess, I would have to say, is that you, Taylor? Because I know your little coven of Swifties, your little Swifty group, is a little concerned about what's going on, man. So let's see what's going on with you. So what's going on with the Swifties? The Swifties. They're going to be swiftly. I'm going to swiftly send the Swifties back to hell to never be seen from again. So let's see what's going on. Swifty, fucking Swifty. So 7 of Cups in reverse. Overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose, illusion, diversion, confusion. This came out yesterday or last read I had. So you got a bunch of confused Swifties over there that are overwhelmed by what's going to happen. I mean, you didn't think that would be the case, did you? It's like, oh man, look at me, I made it, man. All I gotta do is destroy this guy. Yeah, that's all you have to do. But you didn't do it. Let's get another card. It's starting to get too hot out. I don't mind, man. I don't mind. I like it. I like to walk. Ace of Wands in the upright. New project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, growth. Alignment. 7. So either it's that these Swifties are all going to turn on Taylor and go to a new project. Maybe I'm inspiring them. Maybe they have an urge. Maybe they're just saying, I don't want to be doing new opportunities. It's probably it could be us too, because we've been getting a lot of opportunity cards coming out. So perhaps an opportunity will come of this. I've been saying that last time. The King of Pentacles in the upright, last couple of reads. Magician in reverse. So I would have to believe this maybe Taylor. Manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, insecure, lack of confidence, narcissism. Could be a fucking jerk off lane too. So you got a confused group of people here. First 3 cards. That are being led by a magician in reverse. And a new project, inspiration. And they're looking at this Ace of Wands, this new project, this new opportunity, and they're wondering, how do we not stop that for him? How do we not stop it? How is he still going? We've been projecting like crazy on this guy. What's he do? I just clear my energy and send it back to you. So that's all. I mean, I don't know why you think it's like I do. I call my energy and my power back from any celebrity who has ever taken or used it. It comes back to me. Now you got whatever happened, however you got to where you were, you're finished now. Because it's my energy. It's not your energy. I'm supposed to be doing this stuff, not you. Yeah, they make me like, whatever, I don't care. So this actually works out well. So you got the moon in the upright, illusion, mystery, dreams. This is the same thing as with this manipulation, this narcissism with the magician in reverse. So you got this magician in reverse, creating illusions. You know, that's fearful, anxious, trying to manipulate, has poor planning. It's basically somebody that's like, you know, trying to get this 7 of Cups in reverse, these overwhelmed by choices, fantasy, illusion, another one. So that confirms that too. So it looks like you got the magician over here just creating illusions, trying to say, oh yeah, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what's going to work, and you know, we just got to keep doing what we're doing, and the people, you know, eventually are getting frustrated with that. They don't want to hear that shit no more. and then they're going to eventually just be like, walk away, and they're going to be like, all right, this is where I want to be. And then that's when that other person will, this magician in reverse will spontaneously combust to never be seen or heard from again. Because that's what's going to happen. It is. You can't do stuff like this and expect, like, you know, all good stuff to happen. I mean, it's like, come on, guys. You gotta look at the planets, like how they line up and all that stuff. You know, that tells you everything you need to know. That's why I wish I was more in tune with my birth chart, but whatever. I mean, I was just looking at it again. You figure I got Venus and Mercury in Gemini. I got Uranus and Neptune, both in Sagittarius. So that's rare that they would both end up in the same sign, those particular planets at that particular moment. I mean, it is a conjunction. So that is in addition to the 4 planet stelliums, the 2 4-planet stelliums. It's actually a 5-planet conjunction, but you know, it's a stellium when it's in the house or the thing. So, but I still have 2 4-planet stelliums. Not, you know, it's just one in Libra and one in the 8th house. And how that's different is because Libra controls the 7th house. That's where my moon is. And Scorpio controls the 8th house, and that's where Jupiter is. And then the rest are in Libra and the 8th house. So it is what it is. But that energy, and then you got factor in my Cancer sign being in the 5th house. That's controlled by the sun. That's my sun sign. And then my North Node's in the 5th house, which is controlled by the sun. So that's some potent energy. So it's just like these people are using it for all types of stuff. And what I've noticed is my Soul Tribe members all seem to have a stellium in all different houses. So it's like a 4-planet stellium in each house. So it's like that to me is interesting, because that means there might be something to this. A stellium will tell you, I believe. And that's why nobody really knows what it is. Except me, I guess. For now, the people around me don't know. I'm not talking about anybody, but... So this is 8 of Wands in reverse. Delays, frustration, holding off, waiting, panic, slow down. So being a magician in reverse means things aren't working. You're still trying to create the illusions. You're still trying to delay the coven, saying, oh, they're frustrated. You're trying to hold off. You're just waiting. You're panicking. It's like I said, it could be the Hollywood witches people going to, and they're like, oh, what's going on here? Why is this not working? Where's my, blah, 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 I don't feel, and, you know, because a lot of times they don't really tell you all that stuff. They don't say, oh, well, if you do this, then this is what's going to, maybe they did, I don't know, and then you people just continued to do it, and you just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, you know, thinking that I would never, ever be the way I am, but you should have, because if I had all that energy, the only reason I would have been in any negative way is because you were projecting on me and stealing my energy my whole life. So it ain't like that was even me. That was you fucking people, and then you'll make me sound like that's me or something. While you steal my shit. So then when I do come back, all surprised. What the fuck you surprised about? The energy you used to build everything, that was my energy that I called back. So if I could do stuff, anything I want now, it's like, what's so surprising about that? That's what I want to know. I mean, it's like, shut the fuck up. It's your fucking bullshit energy that caused me problems. So let's get out of this this karmic bullshit. We can see this, that, you know, but they're all going crazy because there's a new project, there's an inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, growth. And that's causing a tail, or not a tail yet, but it's causing a lot of chaos and illusions to be created on the other side. Oh shit. The Fool in reverse, holding back, indecision, hesitation. This is pretty much confirms this 8 of Wands in reverse with the holding off and hesitation. So these people are hesitating now. Now they're in a sense where they're like, all right, this ain't working no more. So this is putting that magician in reverse energy where they're coming off as like a manipulative, poor plans, not even tapping in, lack of confidence because narcissism, because it's all about them. They'll try to lead them. It's like almost like being a leader. You know, being a good leader is doing what's right for your people, not doing what's right for you. So this is the type of person that will like sacrifice all these people, and then all these people are going to see this and they're going to eventually turn on this person. Because I've already made it perfectly clear that I'll waive the karma of any of those who turn on these very high level demons. They're the ones I want. That's where the good. That's what comes out of this. So it's that on the bottom of the deck. Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Oh, I didn't. Whatever. So see what else is going on here. It's kind of whatever. So what's gonna come of this? What's gonna be the these celebrities like. They're going to eventually have to lose stuff. They're going to be embarrassed, or people aren't going to buy their stuff no more. So they won't get jobs. That's what's going to happen. So 9 of Wands in the upright. Courage, persistent, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, fasting, gearing up for the worst, pessimism, spirit. So that would put that with this 9 of Wands, with this Ace of Wands, that we had to be courage, persistence. We had to, our faith was tested, resilience, boundaries, last stand. That was the only way that we would be able to get these people in this kind of energy. Because, say, if I didn't fight back and I didn't, know my worth and want to be like, create these new opportunities, these projects, or, the only way I would get that is by fighting back and being the person that I am right now. Because, they expected me just to come out and, like, wither away. Like, oh, I can't believe it. That's what they expected. But, you were wrong. So, alright, that makes a little sense. But what's our counterpart doing now? Like, they gotta know about this. Where they at? They gonna come help us? Anybody gonna come help us with these? I mean, they're celebrities. It's a good story. What did I just say? I said, where's our counterpart at? Is anybody going to come help us? King of Cups in the upright. Emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, controlled, balanced, supportive leader, tolerate, empathetic. So that's probably the person that's going to want to do it. Probably inspired by us, by how our courage, and they're looking at it like, let's do something here with this Ace of Wands, and they're going to get me out of this 9 of Wands because it's like, how much, I don't want you to do this no more. I'm going to make these opposites. So that's going to cause these people to go into this, Fool in reverse energy. They're, going to be delays, holding back. They're just very disillusioned over there. I'm going to try to do these fast and see how it works, because I might go a little too long, and then it's like, I don't know, I think people aren't watching them because I know I'm the same way. When I see them, they're too long, I'm like, oh. 5 of Wands in reverse. Avoiding conflict, respecting differences, agreeing to disagree, diversity. So perhaps this King of Cups is trying to smooth things over and is just avoiding conflict, respecting differences, agreeing. Or this could be these people that are just like, listen, I mean, it is what it is now. We gotta just accept that he's this person, and then they know that by coming against me, the end result will always be the same, and that's me destroying them and sending them back to hell and never be seen from again. So that would be very smart to avoid conflict with me. But you still have this Magician in the reverse creating illusions, and then you got these people now wanting to avoid conflict. They're holding back with the Fool in reverse. They're avoiding conflict with the 5 of Wands in reverse. They're delays with the 8 of Wands in reverse. And they're overwhelmed by choices, lack of purpose, illusions with the Moon. So, and then we got the King of Cups with the Ace of Wands, and us in the 9 of Wands energy. This King of Wands is very impressed or inspired by how courageous we were with this 9 of Wands. So this is more or less basically with the past now. So they already seen it, they're seeing this, they've seen us overcome it, now they're like, all right, well, what's going to come of that now? So this King of Cups, like, who was this King of Cups? Like, or how are they going to respond to this? Is this our counterpart? Is this, a new person? Or who is this person? What are they gonna do for us? It's a wand reading. Look at this. 6 of Wands, public recognition, victory, progress, self-confidence. So this King of Cups is going to publicly recognize us. We just said, like, the victory. That's getting in the 6 of Wands. It will take us out of this 9 of Wands energy. And then that we'll be able to focus on this Ace of Wands, which will be a new project. The urge to create willpower, because we won't have to be putting our energy, being courageous and defending ourselves and, fighting all these people and, basically. So that King of Cups is taking us away from that. And the farther that comes, the farther this karmic energy is going to go away. They'll still be there, but they're not going to have the people to support like they did before, because their group, their coven they're delaying. They don't want to go. Like, they don't want to go to war with me. So they're kind of like, this person's creating illusions, and people are starting to see through it. They're a magician in reverse. If you're a magician in reverse, people can see through the bullshit because you're coming off a certain way. Like, talking all fast, you'll be snappy, you'll be shaky, anxious. There's a lot to it. So, and then people are like, I don't want to follow this. You were confident at one time because I was down and out. So it was easy to be confident when the person is in the bottom of the pool with their neck broken. I mean, you're going to not expect them to come back, right? But it's what it is. I get it. I get why you're concerned. You should be. You should be concerned. You should be. Because I will always come back, no matter what happens. No matter what happens. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. So, 7 of Pentacles. Long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, investment. So, you got this King of Cups with this 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands, that is going to get us publicly recognized, start a new project. And what this new project is, a long-term view of hard work, perseverance, because the diligence, sustainable results are coming from this, tangible results. The King of Cups might want to invest in us. That's what's going to happen, because we're 8th house Purple. So it's called shared finances. It always happens that way. This is that, it's what the 8th house, it's part of it. It's like, that's why it's kind of like, you want to do it yourself, but you just need to share it, but you got to share it. So, let's come out of this now. So you got the Chariot in reverse, which is lack of direction, lack of control, aggression, arrogance, carelessness. That's going to definitely be what's going to happen with this Magician in reverse. They're going to get careless. They're going to start seeing people, holding back, not wanting to really be around them. They're going to kind of be almost like persona non grata is what this Magician in reverse is going to be. So this is going to cause them to go into Chariot reverse, where they're going to, try to oppose us, but they're going to have no direction, no control. That's the same thing with this, poor planning, lack of confidence. They know their magic, their stuff's not working. So it's like, now what? That's all they know. That's all they know. So if that doesn't work, then it's just, then what? And while that all's going down, people are walking away from them, coming towards this very, very courageous 9 of Wands energy that is being given an opportunity with this this Ace of Wands, this new project by this King of Cups, who's inspired by them and wants to also give them a 6 of Wands energy, which is a public recognition, like to say, hey, this person, this is what they dealt with, this is what they want. So I'm going to do 2 more cards, because it's 19 minutes. If I could do like under 20 some minutes, that'd be good. So what's going to be like the near future of this one? What's the near future of this? This chaos going on here. What else with this King of Cups? So 3 of Swords in reverse. Negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, optimism, recovery, moving on. So this is pretty much this King of Cups is releasing pain. We forgive them. So this most likely is our counterpart. Recovery, moving on, like, we're moving on from whatever happened in the past. There's no releasing the pain, forgiveness. We're optimists. I'm going to be happy to see them, and that's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's gonna have to go the way it goes. It's not gonna be like, you're gonna come in and like, I'm gonna know anyway. But if somebody comes in and they want to do something and I can see that they're doing well with themselves, then yeah, I'm gonna do work with. I'm gonna do business. All right. So what's gonna be the end result of this? Let's do this one. What's gonna be the end result after this magician is sent back to hell to never be seen or heard from again? This Swifty person. So end result, Hierophant in the upright. So, that's like the gatekeeper. That is institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bondage, mercy, wisdom, trust. This goes right well with this Six of Wands in the upright, with the public recognition that confirms that it's this going to bring us opportunities. Ace of Wands confirms that. Seven Pentacles, hard work, persistence, diligence, sustainable results. With the Seven of Pentacles confirms that. And it's all because of this King of Cups bringing us the opportunities, because they watched us persevere in this Nine of Wands energy. Okay, they've seen us fight off all these people. They've seen us still walk out with confidence. We were the ones who took our energy back, and now they know we're the one. They know without a shadow of a doubt we are the one. Because if you are the one, you don't act like this. If you are a chosen person, you do not act in this magician. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not, that's a lie. So, like it is, that's my thing. Is I expose people. That's why people don't want to be bothered. They run when they see me, really, anymore. So, is what it is. Nine of Wands, very impressive. That's what got me here. If I didn't get in this Nine of Wands energy and fight and have to be courageous, then I would have basically, like, if I don't stand for something, then I'm going to sit for everything. So that's what it is. And that inspires this King of Cups to do the same thing, to get away from the people around them so they could come bring us an opportunity. And the end result being the Hierophant and public recognition. So that sounds good to me, end result. Hierophant, end result. Okay? So have a good day.